Well, special counsel John Durham was on the Hill today testifying all the details of his highly anticipated report, which concluded that the FBI should have only launched a preliminary, not full investigation into connections between former President Donald Trump's campaign and Russia during the 2016 election.
So during his testimony, Durham accused both the Department of Justice and the FBI of becoming, quote, political weapons against citizens and former President Donald Trump. ABC News senior reporter Katherine Faulders has been following the story from the beginning. She joins us now with more. So, Katherine, just break down Durham's testimony a little bit. It's unusual to hear a prosecutor come forward like this and say, here's all the bad stuff that I found, because he didn't really make any crimes stick. But what stuck out to you about what he said?
Yeah, and he was asked specifically about how nobody was ultimately convicted by a jury who he indicted on some of these charges here. Look, I think what was most significant, at least to me, about this testimony was he was asked both, Terry, about Attorney General Bill Barr, of course, Trump's Attorney General, and Merrick Garland. He was read some of the comments that former President Trump has accused Barr over. He said that wasn't his experience in dealing with Barr in this investigation. And then specifically, he was asked about AG Garland and whether Garland told him never to indict certain people or got in the way of his investigation in any way. He said, no, he did not. So undermined a bit of these claims that we've heard from Republicans who use this testimony, especially, you know, the Jim Jordans of the world, the chairman, for example, who use this testimony to talk about the politicization of what they believe is the government as it relates to the Trump indictment, and then, of course, the Hunter Biden settlement here. So we heard a lot from Durham about what we saw in his report, but he did get testy at times and said, look, I'm not here to talk about Donald Trump. I'm not here to talk about what you describe, what some describe as a witch hunt. I'm here to talk about my report, and I still believe that I have a reputation here, and I don't believe it's damaged at all.
So during his opening statement, Durham said that his report issued last month, quote, should not be read to suggest in any way that Russian election interference was not a significant threat. It was. So what does that mean?
Yeah, Kira, this was kind of a double-edged sword during his testimony here, because he did at times reaffirm that Russia did, in fact, meddle in the 2016 election, but then at the same time downplayed that their main goal was to help the Trump campaign. And then he also said that he didn't believe that there should have been this full investigation of the Trump campaign in the first place, of the Mueller report, but then at other times said that he agreed with some of the conclusions of the Mueller report. So a bit of trying to have it both ways here. But overall, I would say from being in that room, at the end of the day, he did downplay a bit of what Russia's goal was as it relates to Trump in the 2016 campaign.
All right, Katherine, thanks.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.